Good morning, everyone. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. I have a project I want to, it's not really a project because I really don't do anything but put it into the molds. I have been, I promised some happy mail to Miss Ramona. I always have a hard time with her channel name. It's the Hispanic in me. Cherish Treasures. And I had sent her happy mail because she had gifted an album to my daughter. And in appreciation for that, I wanted to send her some happy mail. And I sent it to her, and she wasn't home, and somebody either they stole it or they didn't deliver it to her house. We couldn't find the package. So anyway, she didn't receive it. And I felt really bad about that. So I decided to go ahead and send her more happy mail. And I have shared with you guys the album that I created for her with embellishments. Um, but I had been sitting on it because I promised some resin pieces. And I hadn't been working on it. And I really don't like to work with resin because it can get on your hands. And I don't like that feeling. But I finally got Abby to work on them for me yesterday, so now I can get the happy mail hopefully going, getting it ready to ship out. But anyway, this is she loves cherubs. So I have several molds of different cherubs. So I went ahead and made some for her in white, some for her like in a skin tone, and some even darker. It's actually gold mica that I put in my resin. And I will link the mica, and I will link or the colors that you can use for resin and the resin that I use in the description box. But I wanted them gold, and when I added the gold mica, I didn't make them as dark as I wanted to. This is just both, believe it or not, both of these two colors have the same mica in them, but one had more and one had less. Regardless, it still didn't look gold to me, so I decided to go ahead and use the artsy gold paste on it. And I believe I gifted some of this to my friend Sabrina and to my friend Ginger, and I think they'll agree with me, or more Sabrina, because I've seen her use it quite a bit, that it does really do full coverage on the projects. When you use it, I mean, it's full coverage. So I decided to go ahead and over the really, really dark ones, I did that gold, and this is what it looks like. Look at how pretty that gold is. So this is a cameo, a cherub cameo. And here is another one, and both of these are exactly the same, but I have some others in the package, but I wanted you to be able to see how true the color is, and how it really covers versus some of them that you rub on or color and you can still see through the color that was underneath. In these, it's not, because it went from this to this. Like, you can see that it is full coverage. So I used the Artsy Gold Wax, and I've had this a long time, and it has not dried out, and it goes a long way. And mine hasn't dried out at all, so I love that. And then here's another one that I did. Again, he was in that dark tan color, and then I went over it with the gold because if I had left it white, it would have taken me quite a bit more wax or paste to color it. But because it was dark like this, it was, it was real easy to cover it without using too much wax on it. And it did do a full coverage. So that's what I did. And I'll share with you the ones that I created. You can't see this one very well because I left one of the sets in white. That way she can paint them any color that she wants. And this is actually like a fireplace. And then this is like a shelf, I guess, that it would hang on the wall, but really for crafting. And then two cherubs right here. And I love this fireplace because it has the two cherubs. So that's one of the ones that I did for her. And I left that one white. And then here is, I did, or Abby did. I asked Abby to do a pink one for me, and I colored a little bit in the gold, but mostly I left it a light pink. So I made a pink for her. And then I'm going to share with you the gold one. The gold one is my favorite. Look at how beautiful this is, guys. It is so pretty. And again, all I did was use the Artsy, and it was this dark color right here. And what I love about this resin, it actually dries in 10 minutes, so you have to work pretty fast with it. It dries in 10 minutes, and it dries white. It's not a clear resin, it's a white resin. So the ones that are white, I didn't do anything to them. But I'm not real good at one, I don't play with resin. But this morning I decided to take the plunge, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. I decided to take the plunge and play with them, and these are the ones that I created this morning. Again, like I said, it only takes 10 minutes to dry, so it doesn't. I've been sitting on Happy Mail because I was too lazy to do these resin pieces. I still need to package these. The white I'm just probably going to put in a box, but what I was going to say was that, let me turn one of these over. Maybe you can see it. You can see it in this piece how Abby created these, and when you don't mix the mica well, it kind of marbleizes, and that's not a bad look, but that wasn't the look I was going for. So I decided to go ahead and make her another one, because for me, I can do something with that one, but I don't, that's not what I wanted for her. So what I did was I mixed my two separate amounts, because you put equal amounts of part A and part B. And what I did was, after I had poured them the exact amounts, then I went in and on one of them, before I mixed them together, I put the mica in and made sure it was very well mixed. And then I poured them together. So that's why I got a smoother look, that it was solid and it wasn't marbleized, because I did it the colors separate before I combine the two, because they don't harden until you combine the two, the part A and part B. So that is the way to go. And there is the liquid dye that you can use for that resin, and then you can use micas for resin. You can't use just regular colors. There's specific colors that you need for that. But the way to mix them, like I said, is to do that, and I really, really love the way they came out. So I'm going to be playing with a little bit more, because I was actually able to work with it and do it myself, and just take my time and really make sure, did it the way that I felt, or that I had seen a video, and the lady was doing resin, and that's what she did. She mixed the color in the one cup before she mixed the part A and B together, and I like that look. And I don't really play with resin, but it worked for me. When I tried it, it did work. It ended up being a very nice color. It wasn't marbleized or anything. And like I said, I normally don't play with resin because I don't like the way it feels on my hands, but it wasn't too bad. I didn't get too much on myself. So I am going to play some more with that, because I do have like a gingerbread mold that I want to play with and make some resin pieces. But that's what I did for Miss Ramona. And again, this is only part of her Happy Mail. I'm not going to film the whole thing, because I'm sure she will share it, and it will be totally different than from the first one that I shared, because that one's gone. That's lost. So anyway, Miss Ramona, I finally got it done. I hope that you like what I send you, and I'm so sorry that it took so long for me to get it done. But now it's finally done, and I hope that it's just in time for the holidays and you get to enjoy it. Another thing that I wanted to say about the resin, you have to be very careful that you mix well. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but you see where it's very glossy in a couple spots here. That means that the resin wasn't mixed well, and that doesn't harden, that stays tacky. So when I touch it, that stuff gets on my fingers. So I'm going to have to paint this or something. So that's one I'm not including, because I don't want her to have to deal with that. So you have to make sure that it's very well mixed, but it does dry in 10 minutes. So you have to be fast and thorough. Here's another one that Abby poured in white, and then she had tinted some, and I said, oh, I'll just pour that in there so it's got another color. And then at the very back it has pink. So this one has the gold, the white, and the pink. So I'm not sending her that one, but I can paint this one all gold and go ahead and use it myself. So I'm not going to send her that one, but I'm sending her everything else. And Miss Ramona, I hope that you enjoy it. I hope everyone is having a great day, and hopefully this information helped you. And like I said, there's a lot of videos out there teaching you how to play with resin. So if you have any questions about mixing or drying time, or all of that, because I don't have a video on that, but there are a lot of good videos out there. Just search for resin, how to pour resin or whatever, and you'll find things, or how to paint resin. So you'll find plenty of ideas on how to do that. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day, and God bless. Bye.